Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So this week's video is just basically going to be a story time with me. I didn't really do anything interesting this week besides go to lunch with Alone. And while we were there, we actually were talking about some of her relationship things. So I didn't really want to vlog that and put her business out like that. So I am just going to do a story time this week. So my story time is about I think it was 20th or 21st birthday. And it was my best friend, her boyfriend at the time. Her and him put some money together. They got us a flight, and they also got us a room to stay at Fontainebleau in Miami. So it was amazing. That was my second time in Miami, as the first time I went, but it was more with my family. So you know that when you go with family, you can't really have as much fun as you would if you were going with your girls or your friends, you know what I mean? So it obviously wasn't as fun, although we did go watch a game and like we had fun, but it obviously isn't how you are with your girlfriends. And so yeah, we went and we actually, the first night that we got there, we decided to go around Ocean Drive. I think it's called Rodeo Drive or Ocean Drive, one of those. Rodeo, I feel like, is Los Angeles or something. Yeah, so it was Ocean Drive in Miami. And we were walking around. We actually ended up stopping at a restaurant and just walking around. We seen this one guy, and he was like selling tickets to a club. And so we're like, you know what, why not? It's our first night, let's try a club. So we bought a package where we can go inside the club or whatever for free and all that good stuff. And we actually ended up seeing him there at the club. And so he was there with his friends, his posse, his girls, his boys, everybody was there. So we kind of joined in the fun. And I think Jason Derulo was there that night. I think it was, because I do remember Telma she bumped into him. I do remember her saying that. So it was packed. So it was amazing. And then that was the first night. And shout out to him, because he really was a plug. Like, without him, we wouldn't have had such a good time the first night, you know? And then the second night, we ended up trying to recover the first night, because we woke up and it was like, what the hell happened last night? Like, we couldn't even remember what happened, but we definitely knew that we had a good ass time. And so yeah, the second day we woke up, we were by the pool in Fontainebleau, and then we went to the beach a little bit, hung out, came back, and we're having drinks, and we're just like basically hanging out. And then we met some other people. They were actually going to go to Live that night, and Live is like one of the biggest clubs in Miami, and it actually ended up being in the lobby of our hotel. So it was like, what? That's in the bottom of our hotel, but it was like we couldn't go because I think to get in it was like $1,000 and something for like one person. So we obviously knew our plans would never to go to Live, but they actually ended up offering us to get us in and get us our drinks, and like, you know, we actually ended up going. They got us in. It was so much fun. Like, you see the people in circuses where they put those like long ass legs, and then they have people like the go-go dancers and just beautiful. Like, it was so much fun. And so that was amazing. But then the next day we ended up it was our last day, so we ended up wanting to go back to South Beach. We dressed up, we wore heels, we were looking real cute. We ended up wanting to have some Cuban food. And so people who've been to Miami know how busy it really is. Like, South Beach is really busy, beautiful people walking up and down, and it's just like, you know, it's amazing. That's honestly the only way that I can describe it. But yeah, we ended up going to eat, and our server came, and it was time to pay our bills. So this was the time that me and Telma were like, listen, we have money back at the hotel, but that's the money that we're supposed to use to take our cab back to the airport. So it was like, if we pay him, like if one of us goes back to get that money to come back, it's going to be a problem. You know what I mean? So what is it that we are going to do? So our bill came, we paid, but like Americans, they obviously use dollar bills like for ones. And so it was so easy, because I remember having a lot of those, and it was like, okay, let's put it there, because I know he's gonna have to count it still. He's gonna have to take time. And so we're like, okay, put our money together, put it inside the check, close the book, and then look at each other, and we ran. Like, when I tell you, as soon as he closed the book, he came back, he opened it, we got up, we ran, like in our heels, running. Everybody's moving out of our way, like wondering what the hell it is that we are running from, but we kept on going. We actually ended up turning the corner, jumping into a cab, ducking, and we're like, go, go, go. And he's there like looking around to see what the hell it is that we're running from. And so we're like, go, go, go. He kind of just goes, and it was like, Whew, we got away. We got away. Like the time that we done and ditched. And like I love Telma. Honestly, that's the one best friend that I can say like I've known since I was 9 years old, and so much crazy things have happened like between me and her. It's almost like that should have been a movie, because that doesn't happen to people in real life. Like, are you kidding me? You guys done and ditched just like that. But I do love her. Yeah, I do love her, and it was an amazing time, honestly. Like, I would not change that for the world. And the thing about it is that I went there, I should have probably started with this part. I went there and I didn't even tell my mom that I was going like anywhere. I think I told her that I was going to like Niagara Falls, which is like 45 minutes away from us, but not going to like a whole different country. So we went there for like 3 days. So, but it was so worth it. My mom later on ended up finding out, but honestly, I'm sorry, Mom, but that was like the best birthday. You know what I mean? So I don't regret anything. I want to thank Telma and so much. Like, honestly, the best, the very, very fucking best. So yeah, guys, that was my story time this week. I hope you guys check in with me next week. I'll try to figure out something to do other than just standing here and talking. I know you guys probably get bored. To like, comment, or subscribe, and I will check back in with you guys next week. Bye.